Here's another opinion. This one's from Ian Rapoport, coming up on the Pat McAfee show. This was earlier today, just on the whole Baker Mayfield and the timing of it when it could happen. Here's Ian Rapoport from the Pat McAfee show.
Salary's fully guaranteed. They're probably going to have to eat some of it. And there is precedent. I mean, last year, the Panthers traded Teddy Bridgewater to the Broncos right before the draft, ate some salary. It was a late round pick, I think a 6th rounder. And that was a pretty fair deal for a guy who ended up starting. My sense is the trade ends up looking similar to that. Mid to late rounder, the Browns picking up some of the contract, but not all of it. And Baker Mayfield ends up in a new spot. That's a win for everyone.
Okay. Ian, when's that timetable? Is that something that may happen like during the draft, or when do you expect this?
I would say probably in the couple days before the draft is generally the window there, because the leverage, I guess, for the Panthers is to be like, well, we're just going to take a guy. And maybe they do. Maybe they want to. But if they don't want to, if they're not in love with this group of quarterback at, in the top 10 where they are, either 6 or 7, I forget, then they could just get Baker Mayfield, have him come in, compete with Sam Darnold, may the best man win, and see if you can kind of reclaim what Baker probably would have been / should have been before the injury.
And here, Jack, you kind of did the how you would each contract and what it would mean. So take us through that, and so it isn't catastrophic, I guess, is the bottom line to the salary cap.
Yeah, so it's one that this is only if it's post June 1st because of the rules around the salary cap and that date. But say they eat 10 million, there's 2 million this year, 8 million next year. If the offer's on the table of, hey, we'll give you a 7th, but if you eat some salary, we'll give you a 2nd, say, they'll happily do that. The NFL actually blocked it 2 years ago. The Browns tried to do a deal with the Saints where we were going to sign Jadeveon Clowney, eat a load of his salary, and then trade him instantly to the Saints. And the NFL actually came in and said, no, you can't do this. Andrew Berry was happy to eat salary because he was going to get a 3rd round pick, I believe, out of it. So Andrew Berry's not scared of eating money. You just have to make smart moves and other stuff around it. And if you get a rookie value player, say you get a 2nd round pick, well, if that player's earning 3-4 million a year, rather than you're paying, say, Clowney 12 million a year, well, suddenly that sort of player that's costing you 8 million over 4 years versus a player that might cost you 50 million over 4 years. If you hit on that pick, you are easily making your money back and far, far more.